Alright guys, so along with the Super Saiyan 3 STR Vegeta, the Tech Vegeta also got his EZA. So in this video we're just going to be showing him off, and I know I didn't break down the STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in his showcase video, but I feel like a lot of people know what he does, and I feel like not as many people may know what this guy does, so I'm going to break him down right now. If you want to skip the breakdown, click this time link. It's not a link, just go that far in the video. But anyways, this guy, actually his stats are not great, but as you can see, I have no dupes in him. Funny story with this guy, I'll tell it later. But anyways, his leader skill, he gives all types 3 key, HP, attack, and defense 40%. Not great, but also not the worst. He causes supreme damage to enemy and lowers attack. That lowering attack is actually really good. That's a really good ability that he has. And his passive is the final stance. He gets attack 90% at start of turn, which is pretty good. It's like if you have this guy rainbowed, he will have like a good amount of attack. So he'll have 3,400 more than this. So he'll have like about 15,600, you know. So he'll have a solid amount of attack. So with 90% attack, and he also gets 2 key and 20% defense, 120% defense, I should say, when key is 10 or more. And that is one good thing, is that he gives himself key when he's at 10 key. And the reason why that's a good thing is because if we look at his links here, he does not have over in a flash. But on this team that I'm running here, I actually have the Super Saiyan 3 GT Vegeta here, because he doesn't have over in a flash either, but they both have Golden Warrior, which will give them 1 key, and they both have Royal Lineage, which will give them 1 key, along with Super Saiyan Fierce Battle, all that good stuff, Limit Breaking Form. So they're actually pretty good linking partners, and these are all of his categories, but we're only going to be showing him on the Super Saiyan 3 team here today. That is mostly because Vegeta's family doesn't really have a good leader on Global, and the only Pure Saiyan's lead I have personally is Evolution Blue Vegeta, because I didn't have super good luck on his banner. And if you click that time link, you're back. So we're hopping into the physical LR Gogeta, Goku and Vegeta, whatever, event. Okay, yeah, we got him in the 6th slot, but that's not the worst thing in the world, because we will immediately have him in the right rotation. So here we're just going to be looking at him with like a whole bunch of different scenarios, and then later I'm just going to cut and get him with 2 Super Saiyan 3 Bardoks on rotation, just see what his max is. I think he will hit decently hard, like not super hard, because his base stats are probably the lowest out of any EZA unit, if I'm being honest, but that's still not bad, because like being... how should I say this? Having the worst stats of an EZA unit is still having pretty darn good stats, if I'm being honest. Should I just try and finish it here? Yeah, I think they're going to anyway. And I don't often get Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks as 11 key, so we're just going to see how much that'll do. He's almost at 1 million here, by the way. That's actually pretty good. He's 1 dupe away from being rainbowed, I think. I'm pretty sure. 2.3 million. So is Gotenks. Gotenks is also 1 dupe away from being rainbowed. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is another unit that, even when he gets his EZA, I still think I'm going to use physical Gotenks, even though Tech Gotenks obviously has better defense, just because, first of all, I like his supers better, second of all, I don't have any dupes in Tech Gotenks. And also, I'm just using LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku here for no reason other than the fact that I actually haven't used him since I pulled Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, and this right here is the reason, because most of the time, like, unless you put him in the middle slot, which is fully optimizing him, he will just get his 12 key, and he doesn't out-damage the EZA Super Saiyan 3 Goku that much, at least on my account, because my EZA Super Saiyan 3 Goku is rainbowed, and my LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku has no dupes, so the damage disparity isn't that much, the other Goku tanks better, all that. Okay, so this is the rotation we want. Let's see how he's looking. So, like, see, it's basically like they just have prepared for battle. Like they don't, but it's like it because they're starting with 2 key. So let's see what he's at on this first attack. And remember, he's also lowering attack, which is good. Now one thing, don't expect this guy to be as good as the Super Set. Okay, so he's actually hitting harder than the STR. But remember, the STR does have that 80% damage reduction, which is like crazy good. Now one thing about this guy is, if we had Super Saiyan 3 Bardock's passive active here, this would be gross. This would be like a disgusting rotation, but we don't. Is that an 18 key? Yeah, it is. Look at him. I'm curious what he's going to be at here. I actually, like I said a second ago, I haven't used him on the Super Saiyan 3 team yet. So with no support, what's he going to be at? This is almost a secondary thing. Okay, he's about to take... He's not going to take much from this, because right now he has 120% defense, right? Yeah, 46k. And he's at 3 mil. Dang. He does hit quite a bit harder than the Easy A Goku, even with no dupes. But again, that's not super consistent. If you get lucky with a whole bunch of tech orbs like I did, you can do it, but... And he's also taking damage, so it's like... I do think I'm going to stick to running the Easy A Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I just like him a little bit more, personally. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset about that, because it's just like... But he's easy to pull, and the other one's hard to pull, and it's like, that's... Okay. I'm getting on a soapbox. But... So here's one thing about this Vegeta. Because he gets his defense, like, with the amount of ki he has, you never want to put him in the first slot to take attacks. Because right now, in the first slot, he would not be getting any defense. And also, I think the other Vegeta is going to finish it, because I wasn't paying attention. But either way, he's not going to be getting any defense until he supers. Or at least until he gets like 10 ki and the game registers that, because the game doesn't register that until he attacks. And yeah, he finished it, dang. Okay. This next turn, we're gonna try and stall out a little bit here. Okay, this might be harder than I thought it would. Actually, no. We've got this. You know, it really sucks that Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks just supers no matter what. I wish I wouldn't have brought him. You can do that. And there's that. But this Easy A Vegeta is actually hitting much harder than I thought he would. I didn't think he would hit hard, like, at all. Because, well, I shouldn't say at all, but I didn't expect him to be over a mil, is what I'm going to say, because the other Vegeta, his stats are so much higher, and on a team like this, stats matter so much, I was like, he might hit harder. But, like, obviously the other Vegeta's max will be higher, just because when the enemy is stunned, he does get 120% attack, but you won't see that very often. So, I'm going to say this Vegeta hits harder, the other Vegeta defends better, and it depends on what you like. And also the other Vegeta does actually fit better on this team. Oh, okay, this is actually pretty good. We have one Super Saiyan 3 Bardock passive here, and he's linked up with this Vegeta. Alright. And the reason I'm saying the other Vegeta fits better is obviously because he has Over and a Flash and this one doesn't. He's at 1.4. I honestly think we could see him jump to like 1.6 or 7 with another Super Saiyan 3 Bardock passive. I honestly do think that. Alright. Now, the friend Bardock actually doesn't have any dupes, so he's not going to... Okay, he's actually much higher than I thought he was. I don't think he's going to finish this. Yeah, he didn't. But we aren't going to get another look at the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in this fight, so we're actually going to cut to just... yeah, we're going to cut to him with 2 Super Saiyan 3 Bardock passives right now. Alright, guys. We're back. This was actually much easier than the STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Because for that guy, we had to get the enemy stunned. And that took like an hour and a half at least. Now, the only thing about this guy is he does have some key issues, as you can see. Doesn't have Over and a Flash, and that's his main problem. If he had Over and a Flash, he would actually fit very well on this team. Now, using this, we'll give him 3 ki. Okay then. And then we just do that, and then that is enough for him to super. Now that would have been enough for him to super anyway, but remember the overflow key is still kind of a thing on global, and it is still kind of a thing on JP too. Please don't crit Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, that was very high. Okay, crit, but we're fine. Don't additional? Okay, thank you. 1.5. Now mine has no dupes. That is a no dupe. And remember, he does lower attack. That is pretty good from him. Like, honestly, he's not the best Easy A unit, but that's just because of his links. And actually, even if he had better links, he wouldn't be the best Easy A unit. I don't know what I'm saying. But he's not bad. He's not a bad unit. If you don't have the STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, he's definitely a good option. Especially because of how restrictive this team is. This team, the Super Saiyan 3 team is probably one of the most restrictive teams in the game. It's this and the Fusion team. Which is kind of weird, because if you think about it, they're like the 2 fastest teams in the game. And both of them are super restrictive. So, if you don't have a better option, definitely go ahead and use him on this team. Because, well, he doesn't link well. I would, honestly, this is just me. A lot of people, I don't know. People could be upset about this. I would recommend using Int Gogeta over this Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Because Int Gogeta, well, obviously Super Saiyan 3 Bardock does have that leader skill, where he does give the int types. Sorry, world tournament's going on. I have world tournament items up. I didn't realize that. But he does give 90% to int types. And Super Gogeta, Int Gogeta, has Over in a Flash and Prepared for Battle, so he would link super well with this team. So I honestly would recommend using him over this Vegeta if, like, those are your two options for, like, the last slot. But either way, 1.2 here. Again, he's not doing bad. Especially if you have the other Vegeta to link him with. That way they can get a little bit extra key, and then this guy only needs 2 key to super. That is actually, like, pretty good. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider leave a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. My name has been blah, and I'll see you guys next time.